I'm going to take all of these coins and I'm going to put them in the tumbler. I'm also going to go through all these zinc pennies and see if there are any that are spendable. Any that are not spendable are going to go into the bad penny jar. So you guys can kind of see what comes out of there. Oftentimes I find good coins. Last time I did it, I found 2 Mercury dimes. I found an Indian head penny, a bunch of wheatback pennies, and 2 Buffalo nickels as well. So, you never know what's really in there until you tumble it. I think I see it. I don't do, I would say the best job of looking through every single coin. So obviously I missed some, but I'd be willing to bet there's probably some wheatback pennies I didn't see at the beach and that are in there. But I did pay for my Equinox 900 and my titanium scoop and the handle, all using the last time I cleaned up my change. I think it was about $1,700 total. So pretty good little change cleanup. That was over several years, so this is not going to be nearly as much, but we'll see what's in there. I use 2 tumblers. I've got 4 drums, and so, I can do a pretty good amount. The one thing I will tell you is do not ever put zinc pennies in there, first and foremost, because they turn all the other coins black. Also, don't ever put copper pennies in with your clad. Super important, super important not to put them in. Otherwise, all of your coins will turn copper colored. So clad can go with clad. I actually even segregate the nickels out. I don't even know that you have to, but I do segregate the nickels. And then I put I can put the dimes and the quarters in one. Tend to just run them all the same coin, but that's all up to you. I'll show you guys what I use as far as the media is concerned. I use the stainless steel. It's almost like a stainless steel shot, and I do buy that from Amazon. I'll see if I can somehow come up with maybe I can figure out how to put that in the description. You guys can figure out. If not, ask me. I should be able to send you a link to it. All right, let's get started. All right, first and foremost, I go through the coins, and anything that's already spendable, I just put to the side. There's no need to clean it, and you can go ahead and put those off to the side. They will qualify in the total, but they will not need to be cleaned. But everything else that does need to be cleaned goes on in the bucket. Now I'm going to start with quarters. All right, I've segregated all the quarters out. I've also taken all the good spendable stuff and put it to the side. I'll put that in a separate bag. And then we're going to start segregating the nickels, the pennies, and the dimes out. All right, now they're all in their respective drums. This one is pennies, this one is nickels, this one is quarters, this one is dimes. Now I'm going to go and put some water, and I put a little dish soap in there. Now people do all sorts. I hear people put CLR, they put vinegar, which I will use vinegar when I'm doing silver, but I don't do it when I'm doing regular clad coins and pennies. So let's go do that. I highly recommend using towels and whatnot to protect surfaces, because let me just tell you, you know what wives don't like is a bunch of sand in their sink and a bunch of rusty coins on their counters. So we're going to go ahead and start filling these guys up and put some laundry soap in them, and then close them up, and we'll put them on the actual tumblers. All right, so I usually just put about I don't know, well, fill it up about a third of the actual drum. You don't want these things so heavy they can't turn. And for me, I'm a big believer that the more air they have in the drum, they actually have the ability to tumble better versus just being filled with liquid. I know some guys fill their drum completely. My machine won't handle it. And I do have just inexpensive tumblers. They're from Harbor Freight Tools. Sometimes you get them on sale for about 45 bucks for the double drum. I think they're about 30 bucks for the single drum. Again, I do tumble enough stuff, so it makes a little bit more sense to get the double drums. So then I just give each one a little squirt. Doesn't matter which dish detergent you use. All of them work well. Okay, now we're going to close up these drums and put them on the tumblers. So if you've never used a tumbler before, this lid right here is the inside. It's really important to get a good seal on these things. I have had them in the past open up, and it's no fun. So we want to get this thing down in there where it's actually seated. All right, here, the little pop, okay? Then you put the cover on. Now, really, really important, get that thing cinched down nice and tight on the drum. And lastly, this washer is crazy important. It keeps the tension in a larger area. If you just use this little nut, it would actually not have enough strength to keep the that inner lid tight. Okay, and I tighten mine down pretty darn hard, about as hard as I can by hand. Okay, and I'll do that to the rest of these three, and then we'll go on out and put them on my tumblers, which are in the backyard. All right, the lids are on all four of them. Let's head on out to the backyard. All right, let's take these guys over and put them on the tumbler. All right, here's my tumblers. Funny, Alex was borrowing this one, so he put some painter's tape on there and said, please return to Mike Wells. I'm going to leave that on there as a keepsake. All right, I'll get these guys set up and we'll turn them on. All right, here we go. If I can find the switch. I usually leave mine on for a few hours, especially when I'm just doing, clad and coins. If I was doing silver or something like that, I would definitely run it for much less time. Silver and gold, I only do it for a little bit. These are not, high level or high turning tumblers. So like Jim's got one that just absolutely, works at a much higher speed. For that, I would definitely not go very long. All right, we're going to go ahead and put these, spendable coins in this bag. And then on those, we're going to look at all of those, see if they're spendable. We're also going to go through these and see if any of those are spendable. And then we will count them, and I will put them in the bad penny jar. But I'm not going to tell you how many are in there until we get through this process. So, hi, Stella. There's Stella. All right, Stella. All the bad pennies are going in here. It's funny, my other cat was diving in he likes to play with the zinc pennies, so he took one out this morning. I think I see it in the hall, actually. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pour 3 unspendable zinc pennies in here. And all of my cat toys go on top of it, so you don't really see them. So it's kind of like hidden treasure. There you go. All right, there's the one he was playing with this morning, and that's going to go back in. He likes the really, really crusty ones. So back you go. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take these ones and go through them, and then we'll put some more on it. All right, here's my setup. I've got 4 tubs, one with pennies, one with nickels, one with dimes, one with quarters, and then I strain them. I get all the the grossness out of them. I also make sure that they're, semi-clean because they're really messy. I do wear gloves when I do this. And then I take them out and sort them and make sure I don't have any unfound, unbelievably valuable coins. Probably not going to be any of those, but there probably are going to be a few wheatbacks in there. All right, here comes the first bucket. And these are the nickels. All right, and we will rinse these. See what we got. Be cool if there's a buffalo in there. I kind of don't think so. I think I do have a foreign coin in there, though. I see something that doesn't look like a nickel, but it might just be one that's discolored. But big difference from what they looked like before I put them in there. All right. We're going to go ahead and dump this out. I'm going to go through, pull all the nickels out of here. Yeah, I think there is a foreign coin, isn't there? Yep. All right, there's a little 50 centavos we didn't know was in there. So there you go. First oddity, 50 centavos. All right, I did not find any buffalo head. All right, this one's really gross looking. I think that's the quarters. All right. I'm going to rinse this out and show you what it looks like. All right, here's the quarters. Way better than they were for sure. Let's see if there's anything cool in there. All right, I just found this. Now, this is what's left of a penny that I did not see in here, and it might have been stuck to a quarter. But if you notice, these guys are not quite as shiny as the other ones. They will go into the coin machine, but they are a little bit stained. And I think mainly that's because of that. So my cat's really making a lot of noise. I think she misses Daniel. All right, we got a bag of quarters. All right, here's the pennies. Hopefully get some wheatbacks in here. Be really cool if we got an Indian head like last time. All right, here's our pennies. We did get one wheatback penny. And let's see if I can see what the year is. 1952. All right, here's the dimes. I did find a penny in there, so that little guy snuck in there. And I did find these two, which are never, ever, ever, ever going to be spendable dimes. So those go into a pile of unspendable coins. But the rest of them look pretty darn good. I did not find any silver in there at all. All right, we're going to do it all over again. All right, we're back on it. Put 4 more buckets on here. All right, so we have some more pennies. I'll go through these and see if there's a wheatback, or probably not an Indian head, but you never know. All right, this is why you don't leave pennies in there. That penny right there turned all these guys that color. They'll still go in the Coinstar machine, but they don't look real pretty. All right, there's the nickels. Dimes are over there drying, so are the pennies. We got nickels and quarters left. All right, there's the quarters. All right, now we got all out there drying, and we'll load these guys back up and put them back on the tumblers. I did end up with one wheatback penny, and it's a 1921D. So I'll look it up. I don't think it's going to be worth much. Obviously not now that it's been tumbled. But yeah, 1921D. All right, and in the middle of all that stuff, I did find these guys have been running for a while, so we're going to take them in and clean them out. It's the third set. All right, here's the third set of tubs, and we're going to pour one tub at a time, pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters separately, and then we'll take them on inside and go through them and see if there's anything of value in them, and if not, we put it all in the bags, and we're going to take it to the bank. And again, you guys can work out what you think the total will be. Again, I've said $42, and I said that there would be 8 zinc pennies, and we'll have 2 different contests, I think is what we're going to do. So total amount without going over, so closest to the total amount without going over, and how many zinc pennies are spendable, and then total zinc pennies. So actually we'll have 3 different contests. There you go. Total coins in the big bag, and then zinc pennies will be separate. How many that are spendable and how many are not spendable, so total get thrown in the bad penny jar. Anyway, here's the dimes. They've been in there about 4 hours. They didn't do quite as well as the other ones, but there might be a penny in there. A few of them look like they're still pretty tarnished, but most of them should go in the Coinstar machine. All right, here's the quarters. Yeah, the quarters didn't turn out so great, so I figured out that I think the main culprit was this car wash token. It says no cash value on the other side. Well, I turned a lot of my quarters brown, but I think they're going to still go through the coin star. All right, here's the pennies. All right, there were no wheatbacks in that. I did find a zinc penny, unfortunately. So, and they didn't get super well done, so I think I'm going to leave them in longer next time. All right, here's all the nickels. And again, I really do think I didn't leave these guys in long enough, but I'm betting most of them are going to go through the coin star. And when I reload the new ones, I am going to put in this buffalo nickel that I found. So we'll see how that one cleans up. In fact, let's do it before. So that's the buffalo side right there. Oh no, that's the Native American side right there. And the buffalo side I think is really bad. Yeah, I don't think you can barely see him. See his shadow. So anyway, we'll see how he comes out. All right, this is the last of them. All right, we got dimes here. We have nickels here. And again, I did put one buffalo nickel that I had in there just to kind of get it cleaned up. These are quarters, pennies, and that is the end of it. So whatever is in all four of these will be the total that you guys will be estimating. Again, I said $42 for clad and copper pennies. And I said that there would be a total of 8 spendable zinc pennies. And I'm going to say, just because I don't think I've ever figured it out, but I'm going to say 95 zinc pennies that go into the bad penny jar. 95, 8 spendable zinc pennies, and $42 in clad and copper pennies. Some of them are going to be unspendable. Like some of the pennies and stuff look like, well, here's one that's a couple of them that are really bad. Look, there's just almost nothing left of them. So those ones I'm not even going to bother cleaning. All right, this is the last batch. Take all these guys in and we'll clean them out. All right, first tub out is the dimes. It's interesting. I did see that there are a couple pennies that found their way in here. And I did notice one of them is actually a wheatback. So there you go. And I think I'm going to be able to get a date off that. So I'll let you guys know what it is in a minute. I think it's 1941, actually. Yeah, 1941. All right, here's all the nickels. I can't wait to see how that buffalo head looks. So we'll pour these out and see if we can find it. Look at this nickel. It's missing. Somebody took a bite out of it. Well, it's going to go in the unspendable coins department. All right, there it is. No date, unfortunately. Date's gone. Yeah, I just can't see the date at all, but it looks pretty good. Here's the last of the pennies, and again, this is the fourth set of cleanouts that I'm doing. So the last of 4 cleanouts. The first tub had one copper. Sorry, the first tub had one wheatback penny. The second tub actually had 2 wheatback pennies. The third tub had none. And then the dimes actually on the last cycle or set of tubs had one. And the dimes actually did have one wheatback penny in the 4th set of tubs. So if we can get a wheatback penny out of here, that'll be 5 wheatback pennies. So far, no silver and no buffalo heads other than the one that I knew was in there. All right, there was one wheat penny in there, and it is a 1944 plain. So that's the first year that copper pennies. Actually, there were some 1943 coppers made, and if you find one, they're worth a ton of money. But the first year that we went away from using steel pennies for wartime. So 1944 Philadelphia penny. All right, this is the very last of the coins. We're going to go through these. Hopefully there might be a silver one in there, but I didn't hear any when I was putting them all to the side, and I usually can see those, especially with quarters. Every once in a while, a dime will slip by, but I don't believe we're going to find any silver, but we'll get all this. I'll show you the bags, and then you guys can try to guess what's in them. All right, here's the bags of coins. We got pennies, we got nickels, we've got dimes, and we've got quarters. And that's after they were all cleaned. Here's some of the unspendable ones that were left over after that. Find all sorts of things like little staples and other odd pieces of metal in here. But again, I'm going to take these to the bank, and I'm guessing $42. You guys guess whatever you think it is, and then we'll play a little contest. All right, we're about to go in the bank. We're going to cash all these in. I don't know if I'll be able to film the actual Coinstar type machine that I get to use in my credit union, which means I get no charge for putting all these coins in there. But I'll definitely let you guys know probably in the next video how much was there, because this is going to be a contest. All right. Dimes first. All right, here goes nickels. All right, last, here goes the pennies. All right, here's all the oddities we got. We did get this really cool car wash token. It's got like an old Model T car on it. Also got this California State Beach Park shower token. They're worth 50 cents each, and it is from Doheny State Beach. Also got this 1998 20 centavos coin from Mexico. Got this, and this is actually a smashed dime from the railroad tracks. That's why it's bigger than a penny. I did get this. This actually did turn out to be another wheatback, but it's so absolutely worn down you can't get a date, and it's just going to go in the unspendable stuff. But it is a wheatback indeed. And then I got this little guy, which I do believe was one time an Asian coin that was turned into a little piece of jewelry. I had found it and remembered seeing it and then never saw it again. That's because it ended up inside the coins. Assumed it was a penny. Okay, we also got a buffalo nickel. I knew I was putting it in there. I'd actually put it aside when I first found it, but we did tumble it, and it does look a lot better, but it does not have a date. And then we got 5 wheatback pennies as kind of surprise, from a standpoint of not knowing they were wheatbacks until they got tumbled. The earliest one being a 1921 plain, the newest one being 1952. And then I did get one 1936 and 2 1944s. One is a plain, one is a D. So 5 wheatback pennies. And that is what we got in special coins. So the contest, I've come up with what it's going to be. And I'm going to go ahead and give you a list of what it is. All right, here's the giveaway. We're going to do 5 questions. Everybody answers each question in one time. You will only eligible to win one giveaway. So even if you get all 5 of them right, you will only win one of the ones that you got right. So 5 different winners. The prizes will be, I still have all these rings that Matt gave me. They're all either stainless steel or something along those lines. Those will be given at random. Each person will win 1 ring, and they will also get 1 Pirate Mike sticker. So 1 ring at random and 1 Pirate Mike sticker. That is the prize. And again, 5 separate winners. Question number 1. How many spendable zinc pennies were there? Question number 2, how many unspendable zinc pennies are going to go in the bad penny jar? Question number 3, how much unspendable clad was there? And you're just going to give that to me in a single dollar amount. So if you think it's $10 an unspendable clad, you just put that in there. All right, question number 4, how many coins were able to go through the Coinstar machine? Now, there are going to be rolled coins as well. Those will also qualify as spendable, but just how many coins went through in a total dollar amount through the Coinstar machine? And question number 5, total coins in all, which means all unspendable zinc pennies, all unspendable clad, and all spendable coins, including rolled and Coinstar. So those will be the 5 questions. And again, we'll have 5 different winners. Go ahead, good luck, and you guys can go and put that in the comments of this video. All winners will be announced in the next video.
Not only are you grateful, but you're responsible.
All right, guys, we're also going to have the rock and roll giveaway. And again, if you're not into the band Pearl Jam, or you're not into rock and roll and you really don't care about guitar picks, do me a favor, don't enter into this one, just because the last time I think we gave some away to people that really didn't care, and then I got comments that people really would have loved to have had them that didn't have the opportunity to get them. So if you are into the band Pearl Jam and like to metal detect and listen to Pearl Jam, or if you're into the rock scene and you like collecting rock and roll memorabilia, then please, by all means, enter into this one. This one, you're just going to go ahead and say guitar pick. Do it in the same video, guitar pick. If you want to put in addition to the coin guessing, that's great. But again, guitar pick is the word. It doesn't say guitar pick specifically. You will not be entered. And so I really, really am hoping this just goes to somebody who's either into the band Pearl Jam or into rock and roll. And there will be 2 winners. So one person will win 2 picks. The other person will win 2 picks. These guitar picks are from the guitarist Mike McCready, who again is my good friend. And so these were given to me to give to you guys. So just if you're into the band Pearl Jam or into rock and roll, please go ahead and put guitar pick, and you'll be entered into that drawing as well. Hey guys, Pirate Mike here. Just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I have no idea why I do this, but every time I find a $50 at the beach, I stick it in my eye. Again, I sure hope you like my channel, and thank you again for watching and for subscribing. I really, really appreciate it. Sure love it if you guys would subscribe. You can just click on my head right here, or you can watch either of these 2 videos.